Good evening, Sacred Grounds.
Good evening.
46 years ago, I graduated with a degree in physics. It was supposed to be a double degree, one in physics and one in English. On the English side, I fell one course short of getting the degree. And that was because my senior thesis was rejected.
Oh.
My senior thesis was on a guy named Robert Allen Zimmerman, who you know as Bob Dylan. The reason for rejecting my thesis was that Bob Dylan was not considered a poet. He was a songwriter. And songs and songwriting and song lyrics were in another dimension than literature. And that is why I do not have a degree in English. Until maybe this week.
Resubmitted.
This week, the Nobel Committee awarded him the Nobel Award for Literature.
Yeah.
They do that to a poet. Yeah. They do it for a poet about once a decade, once every 15 years. But this one is the first musician to be awarded the Nobel Prize for Literature. So,
Start a petition, we'll sign it.
well, I want my degree.
Damn right.
Yeah.
With
Told
that in mind,
Next, John Trudell.
and in keeping with tonight's theme, I picked a Bob Dylan poem. It's called Desolation Row.
Yeah.
Woo!
They're selling postcards of the hanging. They're painting the passports brown. The beauty parlor is filled with sailors and the circus is in town. Here comes the blind commissioner. They've got him in a trance. One hand is tied to a tightrope walker, the other is in his pants. And the riot squad, they're restless. They need somewhere to go. As Lady and I look out tonight on Desolation Row. Cinderella, she seems so easy. It takes one to know one, she smiles, and puts her hands in her back pocket, Betty Davis style. And in comes Romeo, he's moaning, "You belong to me, I believe." And someone says, "You're in the wrong place, my friend, you better leave." And the only sound that's left after the ambulances go is Cinderella sweeping up on Desolation Row. Now the moon is almost hidden. The stars are beginning to hide. The fortune-telling lady has even taken all her things inside. All except for Cain and Abel and the hunchback of Notre Dame. Everyone is making love or else expecting rain. And the Good Samaritan, he's dressing. He's getting ready for the show. He's going to the carnival tonight on Desolation Row. Ophelia, she's 'neath the window. For her, I feel so afraid. On her 22nd birthday, she already is an old maid. To her, death is quite romantic. She wears an iron vest. Her profession is her religion, and her sin is her lifelessness. And though her eyes are fixed upon Noah's great rainbow, she spends her time peeking in to Desolation Row. Einstein, disguised as Robin Hood with his memories in a trunk, passed this way an hour ago with his friend, a jealous monk. Now he looks so immaculately frightful as he bummed a cigarette, and he went off sniffing drain pipes and reciting the alphabet. You would not think to look at him, but he was famous long ago for playing electric violin on Desolation Row. Dr. Filth, he keeps his world inside of a leather cup, but all his sexless patients, they're trying to blow it up. Now his nurse, some local loser, she's in charge of the cyanide hole, and she keeps the cards that read, "Have mercy on his soul." They all play on the penny whistles. You can hear them blow if you lean your head out far enough from Desolation Row. Across the street, they've nailed the curtains. They're getting ready for the feast, the Phantom of the Opera in a perfect image of a priest. They're spoon-feeding Casanova to get him to feel more assured, and then they'll kill him with self-confidence after poisoning him with words. And the Phantom's shouting to skinny girls, "Get out of here if you don't know. Casanova is just being punished for going to Desolation Row." At midnight, all the agents and the superhuman crew come out and round up everyone that knows more than they do. They bring them to the factory where the heart attack machine is strapped across their shoulders, and then the kerosene is brought down for the castles by insurance men who go check to see that nobody is escaping from Desolation Row. Praise be to Nero's Neptune, the Titanic sails at dawn. Everyone is shouting, "Which side are you on?" And Ezra Pound and T.S. Eliot fighting in the captain's tower while calypso singers laugh at them and fishermen hold flowers. Between the windows of the sea where lovely mermaids flow, and nobody has to think too much about Desolation Row. Yes, I received your letter yesterday about the time the doorknob broke, when you asked me how I was doing. Was that some kind of joke? All these people that you mentioned, yes, I know them, they're quite lame. I had to rearrange their faces and give them all another name. Right now, I can't read too good. Don't send me no more letters, no. Not unless you mail them from Desolation Row.